How did Jack Ma become a billionaire after multiple companies' rejections? Rags to rich, his journey can inspire you to stop, breathe, and again start with the hopes of achieving things you desire. Did you find it difficult to overcome the pain of rejection? Jack Ma is a face of treating rejections as opportunities to learn and grow. In today's business world, being a billionaire is the new normal. But how does one become a billionaire? For most people, it seems like an impossible feat, but some have done it and Jack Ma is one of them. It is no secret that Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, is one of the richest men in the world. But how did he get there? Jack Ma is one of the most successful Chinese entrepreneurs of all time. You might know him as the founder of Alibaba, which is one of China's largest e-commerce companies. But not only has he founded Alibaba, but he has also run several companies in China and created a global empire that now operates in more than 200 countries. Do you know Jack Ma got rejected by Harvard University 10 times and over 30 jobs? But this man did not let that stop him from becoming a billionaire. In this video, we will explore the life, journey, and secrets to success of Jack Ma, Alibaba's founder and China's richest man. You will get to know all of his early life experiences, his business philosophy, and what made Jack Ma into the successful person he is today. No doubt, Jack Ma is an inspirational figure, not just in China, but also across the world. His story is one of the rags to riches, as he went from an English teacher to a billionaire business magnate. You will be inspired by how he was able to overcome incredible odds to become one of the richest men in the world. You can learn most of the lessons from his life by looking at Jack Ma's story, that how he went from getting rejected from multiple companies to becoming a billionaire. He failed his primary school examinations twice, failed thrice during middle school examinations, failed thrice in the entrance examinations to joining Hangzhou Normal University, and worst of all, 10 times rejected to get admitted to Harvard University. He also faced failures in his entrepreneurial undertakings, but the failures did not stop him to dream big and sit back. He has set the example for aspiring entrepreneurs about how to make it big regardless of failures and rejections. You will take a look at what are Jack Ma's secrets to becoming a billionaire and what are the key things that Jack Ma has done to achieve such immense success. From starting as a teacher to becoming the CEO of Alibaba, Jack Ma has made his mark in the business world. Now let's dive in to explore his secrets to success and how you can apply them to your own life and see where it takes you. Who is Jack Ma? You are surely curious to know how Jack Ma has become a billionaire and how you can do it too. But before this, you must know who Jack Ma is. Maybe you are considering him a billionaire who was born with a gold spoon in his mouth. But it should be clear from the very beginning that he made all this struggle through his dark time.
I didn't have a rich father, not from well-educated. I said I tried 3 times for university, all failed. For the last time, I went to the teachers college, which was considered the 3rd or 4th class of my city. But I think that is the best university I've ever had, better than Harvard and Wharton.
Yes, Jack Ma was born to a poor family. He was born in 1964 in Hangzhou, China. His mother and father were a musician storyteller in the background and even were low from middle standard. So you got the idea that Jack Ma did not come from a wealthy background. Jack Ma started his career as an English teacher before eventually finding success as an entrepreneur. He is a self-made billionaire, having started with little to no money or connections. Jack Ma's journey is an inspiring one, of rags to riches. He overcomes early failures and rejections to become one of the most successful businessmen in the world. Priorly, he had to struggle to make ends meet. However, he was able to rise above his circumstances and become one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the world. Now, Jack Ma is the founder of Alibaba Group, a Chinese e-commerce giant. He is one of the richest men in China with a net worth of over $30 billion. The CEO of Alibaba has been called China's richest man on multiple Forbes lists and was named one of Times Magazine's 100 most influential people in 2018. In 2016 alone, he had a fortune estimated at $60 billion by Forbes magazine, making him the richest person in Asia and one of the world's wealthiest people overall. He was able to start his successful company just at the age of 31, and more interestingly, he even never wrote a single line of code or sold anything to anyone. Jack Ma's biggest e-commerce company went on to grow rapidly and expand all across the world. He is a shining example of what determination and hard work can achieve. Why is Alibaba so successful? Before you got to know about Alibaba and how did it get successful, you should be good to know that Alibaba was not Jack Ma's first company. Jack Ma started his first company in 1995, which failed. The company was called China Pages, and it was an online directory of businesses in China. It never made any money because there was no internet infrastructure at that time. He then started Alibaba in 1999 and created a marketplace online business with 20 people working behind him. He started Alibaba with $60,000. He was 20 years old and had no money, experience, or connections. You will be surprised to know that he only knew how to program in C++, which was the language most used at his time. For him, it was a challenge to stand up for his company, because we were the one who was going to introduce the technology in this country. For this, he firstly created a website where sellers listed their products and buyers could search through them all. The next major step was to build an online payment system that would allow people to buy using site's platform and pay via credit card without having any problems. This Chinese internet conglomerate that sells goods over the internet started getting momentum. In 2015, Alibaba was listed at number 1 on Forbes' list of the world's most valuable brands and number 3 on its list of top 100 companies globally. Alibaba has become one of the largest online e-commerce marketplace businesses in terms of gross merchandise volume and the number of transactions per day across Greater China, Southeast Asia and India, making it one of the world's biggest e-commerce companies in terms of GMV or sales made via internet platforms anywhere on earth during a given 24-hour period from January 1st through December 31st, 2017. With over 200 million active users and a 40% market share of China's e-commerce market, Jack Ma had proven that he could build an online marketplace that could compete with large established companies such as Amazon or eBay by offering cheap products at rock-bottom prices, whilst also providing customer service through 24/7 hours. Okay, now before we continue, if you have enjoyed this video so far, then do well leave a like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment on what video you would like us to make. Now let's get back to the video. Jack Ma's net worth. Jack Ma's net worth was $38.6 billion as of 2020, estimated by the Forbes. This made him the richest man on China and the 18th richest person in the world. Alibaba Group, whose founder and executive chairman is Jack Ma, also owns stakes in several other companies, including Ant Financial and South China Morning Post. As of now, 2022, according to a Forbes report, Jack Ma is the 60th wealthiest person in the world with a net worth of $23.4 billion. Jack Ma's wealth comes primarily from his stakes in the Alibaba Group. He owns about 6.4% of the company, which is worth an estimated $560 billion. He also owns a stake in Ant Financial, which is valued at $150 billion. Jack Ma owns several expensive properties worldwide, including 9,890 square feet luxury house in Hong Kong, which he bought for a whopping $193 million. He also purchased a 28,100-acre property in New York's Adirondacks for $23 million. He owns some of the world's finest cars like BMW 760 Li, Mercedes Maybach 62s, and private jets like Gulfstream 550, amongst others. You guys see how much Jack Ma's worth, but the best part is you still have to know he is not just the wealthy person with billions of dollars of net worth, but he is also a good human being who understands the people living under the poverty line. His talks are full of motivational words to arouse youth's interest in technology and how to propel in life. Ma is a well-known philanthropist. He has donated billions of dollars to various causes, including education and poverty relief. He has said that he plans to give away most of his wealth to charity. Jack Ma's lifestyle. In 1999, Jack Ma co-founded Alibaba, which quickly grew into one of the largest e-commerce companies in the world. Alibaba's success has made Jack Ma one of the richest men in the world. Jack Ma got married to Zhang Ying in the 80s. They had met at Hangzhou Normal University, and after getting married, they both worked as teachers there. They are parents to 2 children, a son and a daughter. It will be interesting for you to know that Jack Ma also entered the acting industry with his first kung fu short film, Gong Xiao Dao. Ma has won many awards and honors, including Young Global Leader by World Economic Forum in September 2005 and 25 Most Powerful Businessmen in Asia by Fortune magazine in 2005. You will be surprised to know that Jack Ma also owns a vineyard in France. Outside of wine, Jack has now stepped back from Alibaba and is better known for his philanthropy. He has pledged almost, among other things, $14 million to preserve wetlands in Hangzhou and has donated millions in medical supplies to countries, regions and organizations battling COVID-19. Secrets of Jack Ma to become a billionaire. How did Jack Ma become a billionaire after multiple companies rejected him? The answer is simple. He refused to give up. Jack Ma was failed and rejected many times, but it did not put him back to achieve his goals. Jack Ma said in his interview, "When KFC came to China, 24 people went for the job. 23 people were accepted. I was the only guy who wasn't." The major takeaway here is to believe in yourself and take rejections and failures as lessons to propel yourself ahead, the same as Jack Ma did. One of the keys to Jack Ma's successes is his ability to identify opportunities. He was able to see the potential of the internet early on and took advantage of it to build Alibaba into the massive company it is today. Never give up. Today is hard, tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be sunshine. Jack Ma. Thank you for watching, and if you are interested in more videos, make sure to subscribe and like our videos.